This is about the Eva Franco reading. Okay. I think that art increases in value as the paints start to fade away because it shows time, and it also shows that you can't recreate um, the fading properties because this is something that only time can create. Like you can probably get close by making your own paint and showing like the faded color in one area, but technically it's still fresh paint. It's something that cannot really be imitated. Yeah. Throughout this reading, there was a part that made me realize and even agree that the importance of an artwork isn't the object itself, but more about the aims and thoughts that these artists had while making his or her piece. I realize that most of these pieces aren't even made out of high-end expensive material though. It's somewhat cheap, not all the time cheap, but that doesn't stop it from receiving such great values. Everyone values it and it gets displayed in galleries, but it's not because of the material, it's the value that we, the spectators, give it. The understanding of the art, not just the piece itself. Yeah. My opinion about how it's more appreciated would be when it's in the original form, because that shows how ancient it is. And it shows how long it was able to withstand years or even decades without any wear and tear. And that's just like super good. Uh, but Ivo and Franco, what they think is that the originals are pretty overrated, and when people try to restore it, that's not even supposed to be like the high-end main concern. As long as like they bring the context of the art itself. Okay, the second reading is about Darko Maver. He was supposed to be this artist that made replicas of murdered bodies to expose the brutality of war. But there was a twist. Not so much of the announcement that he is fake and a made-up identity, but the photos that he displayed were actual real victims. It's not one where artists will set up a scene for it. This is actual dead bodies. Yeah. I think what that does is put on a different level, like a higher one, because it's actually real and more intensifying that you know it's real. Kind of similar to like how you say you watch a movie and then in the beginning you say based on a true story. That just kind of creeps you out a little bit. I don't know. That was me. The other reading is about the fake plaque that they put up in Italy. They're trying to criticize how people give too much historic value and give too much attention to the dead instead of the living. What Ivo and Franco said, or trying to say, is history is the word of the stories, and those authors who choose to tell it, whatever they choose to talk about becomes the importance, and they could ignore all the negatives or positives about the story if they wanted to, but that's what they're the one who makes the history for us to read and share. I believe that Ivo and Franco encourage us to make our own versions of these realities and do whatever we can to make others believe it. The exhibition, It's Always 6 o'clock, has many themes. Many of their works have a theme of remixing within the exhibition, and it does a lot of things like incorporating many fictional characters such as mangas, Disney, cartoons, superheroes, and it also has a theme of plagiarism. And nothing is original to what I know. But the idea of remixing things isn't so original because many people nowadays do that. Yeah. Most importantly, it has a theme of personification, like how they gave life to Darko Maver, and they give another life to these other fictional characters too, like the Disney's characters. You could see like an evil role that they play, but Disney would never do that for their characters because they're so they're like the world, the happiest place on earth, and how can you have evil in there besides the evil characters who you already know are evil? Yeah. It's a whole different form, and we never expect them doing that. So this gives them a whole different life aspect. Okay, last question is, what do the Teds have to say about America and Hollywood and the production of their favorite movie in the United States? I'm guessing they're saying that America and Hollywood is so influential nowadays. Like, it's such a popular thing for all over the world, not just Europe. Like, I know I've seen movies for like in Asia where like I'd see a Hollywood movie, but it's still in English, but nothing but translations. Yeah, I don't know. This is a popular thing. I don't know. I guess we we in America have the centerfold for all acting. Or it's like the most important thing, I guess, because most Hollywood stars here are rich. Maybe not the richest, but they do get popularity in some sense. And I guess using America and Hollywood is so influential. So what they tried to do was incorporate their ads with the big stars, Hollywood actors. Yeah. They also say like Europe doesn't have this kind of setup where they can just put a star's name there and then be like, oh, this is gonna be great.